You're watching Adorama TV.
Welcome to Adorama TV. This week we're going to be talking about the Apple iPad camera connection kit. And we got this in, and this really, it makes me feel like I have the Rev 2 of the iPad. So the camera connection kit is really just these two little devices right here. It's about 30 bucks, and it really changes the way that your iPad behaves for photographers. So let me walk you through what these two little guys do. So there are two versions. This one has a basic USB port on the back, and it connects to the iPad. And this one is an SD card reader, so you can put an SD card right in and connect that right to your iPad. And you'll notice that we have our iPad connected, standing here with the Apple iPad case. It allows you to have a nice presentation, so that's what's holding that up. So let's walk through this iPad connection kit. So let's walk through a couple scenarios. So the first one is, let's say we went on vacation. We have a little camera like this. This is a Canon PowerShot. It's a digital ELPH. And I want to just get my pictures from my camera into the iPad really quickly. Well, let's also say I forgot my cable, my USB cable, so I need to use my SD card. So I can yank that out, and then what I'll do is the first thing is you want to put your SD card right into your camera connection kit, one of this little guy. And then, this is really difficult, watch this, you plug it into your iPad. And once you do that, the iPad is going to recognize that you have a card in here. It'll open up your Photos application, and then you can see that here are all the photos that were on this card. And to import these, I can either select them individually, so I can select these two little guys. And notice this, one of these is a movie, and so movies come right in as well. Or I can just say import all of them. So I'll click that and say import, and it will start importing all of these photos. And that'll take a couple seconds. So we'll allow that to import. Now the nice thing is you can use this with SD cards, but you can also connect your iPad straight to a camera. So we have here a Nikon D90, and so I'll connect it to this little guy, and that's just basically a USB port. And so once this is done importing, it'll be just a couple seconds here, I can connect this, and you'll see it works just the same way. So here we are. And now this is giving me an option actually, and it's saying, do I want to leave these pictures on the SD card, or do I want to delete them off the SD card? So when you're done importing, you can wipe these all out. I'm going to keep them for now, and then I'm just going to unplug this little device here, and I'm ready to go. And now it'll show me all the images that I had on my last import. Now let's say that we had a different camera like this Nikon D90. So I've connected it to this other device, which is a USB port. And then I'll just plug this in. And once again, it will recognize the camera, and up will pop a bunch of pictures that we just shot around the studio this morning just before this video was shot. So here we have all of these images. So for this one, I just want to bring in a few of these. I'm going to bring in the candy picture, and I'm going to bring in a video, and maybe this picture here. Now, these are actually RAW and JPEG files. So I shot in RAW mode on my D90, and the iPad has no problem bringing in RAW files. So we'll go ahead and we'll say import, and we're going to import just the selected ones. And so it's going to go in here. Now it's importing the flower file, and you'll see it'll go through here and pull these in. Now I want to show you something. I'm going to keep these on the card, and it will show me when I unplug this, my latest import. Now watch this. Here is a video file, and this was one of just a really quick video I shot of Leon, our cameraman, who's behind the camera here. I sort of surprised him when he was editing this morning, and there it is. There's Leon. That's a video I shot with my Nikon D90. And so it's really great. You can scrub through this, and then you can use some other applications on the iPad. In fact, in a previous episode, we talked about Reel Director, which is my choice for editing videos on the iPad. Now, let's say you have this in your iPad and you want to go back and show your client or your family some of the shots that you just took in your vacation or on the job. So you can go back here to your albums, and let's go to the last import here. Actually, I'm going to go back to a previous import. So I'm going to go to All Imported, and I can go here and just say I want to do a slideshow, and I can play music or do all kinds of different things. So I'll start that slideshow, and there it is. So how nice is that? So you're on location, you've shot some pictures, you're done, and you want to just take a look at them and show your client. Well, you can connect your camera or your CF card and stick it right in your iPad, and then start making a presentation right there. It's really, really nifty. Now, one other scenario that I want to talk about, and that is, let's say that you have you know, one of these guys right here, a compact flash card. Well, the CF cards, they obviously are too big to fit in this, and you don't have your camera with you. Well, what are you going to do? Well, the nice thing is this, since it's a USB port, will allow you to connect just a standard card reader. So this is a Sony card reader that we've been using. So I'm going to plug in my CF card here. And then, as long as this comes straight out of a camera, in fact, this came out of one of my Canon cameras. It was a Canon 1DS Mark II. This, again, has both RAW and JPEG files on it. So I'm going to stop this slideshow here. And then, when I plug this in, once again, my iPad is going to recognize that I have a camera connected here, and it's going to allow me to import. So again, it goes right here, and it shows that I have RAW and JPEG files from a really large sensor camera. So these are 16 megabit files. And then I can go in here and I can start selecting each of these that I want to import. Select import, and there you go. It starts importing, and so you can use a card reader, a USB card reader, to import files instead of connecting straight to your camera or using this SD card reader. So it's really robust. Now, we've tried all kinds of different things because we read on the internet that you could use this USB connector to connect to external hard drives and thumb drives and all kinds of stuff like that. Apple does not support that, and in our testing, we found that it didn't work. So I tried connecting to an external hard drive that was powered. It didn't work. I tried connecting to a thumb drive. I got a message that said that didn't work. So I think perhaps if you formatted those in a certain way, it might work. But in our testing, it didn't work, and it's not supported by Apple. Okay, well, there you have it. You have these nice two little devices here that are around 30 bucks. And it will transform your iPad into something that you have to lug along a laptop to something that is going to be a standalone device for working with cameras, SD cards, CF cards. It's great for vacations. It's great for using on location with clients. It really, again, it makes me feel like my iPad just went to iPad version 2. It's a really, really nice addition to your iPad. Well, thanks for watching this week. Remember, if you have a question about photography or photography-related gear, you can send that to me at askmark@adorama.com. Well, we'll see you next week.
This episode is brought to you by Adorama TV. Visit the Adorama Learning Center, where you'll find photography tips and techniques, links to the gear used in this episode, and related videos. For all the latest photography, video, and computer gear, visit adorama.com. And the next time you're in New York City, visit our store, located on 18th Street between 5th and 6th Avenue.